Hello everyone, welcome to Keto Living. So, if you've seen my Monday morning coffee video earlier this week, you would have said that I had a hankering for some pizza, and it's all Miss Jackie Newton's fault, who was Crafty JJ Newton here on YouTube. She made a pizza the other day, and it looks so scrumptiously delicious, and so I thought, okay, I want to make a pizza. I don't want to make fathead dough. I don't want it to make any dough. So let's see how I can make it without dough. So I'm going to be making a pizza casserole tonight without any bread. And so I'm just kind of using things that I already had in my kitchen, and because I couldn't get out. So let's see how this is going to turn out. Let's head over to the stove and we'll start cooking. Okay, so in my pan, I'm turning on my stove now. I thought it was already on. I am browning up some hamburger and some sausage. I had a couple of sausage links left, and I thought I would just throw that in there because I didn't have any pepperoni. But I often don't eat pepperoni in my pizza. So we are going to brown this up, and while it's starting to get warm and browning up, I'm going to add a few seasoning into it. Alright, now this is not normal pizza seasoning, but it's something I like. A little cayenne pepper. I just want to give it just a touch, a little heat. So that is totally optional. And then I'm going to add a bay leaf in here. Just one. Now I will take this out before I honestly put it in the oven. Because, you know, whoops, I don't need that many. But it adds a good flavor to it. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to add a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon or so of oregano. A teaspoon, if you're measuring it by your hand like I'm doing, is about a half a palmful. Now, I will most likely drain this hamburger meat, but that's why I want the seasonings to cook with the meat while it's browning. Okay? And after this starts browning, what we're going to do is add some onion in here. Now, I had some green onions, which are lowest in carbs. So these are 4 small green onions that I just chopped up. So once this starts doing its thing, I'll add the green onions in. Starting to smell real tasty in here. Smell all those seasoning hamburgers cooking up nicely. I'm going to go ahead and dump the onions in here. Let them cook up. I am going to drain this, like I said. And when I drain it, I'm going to let this cook for a few more minutes, and then I'll drain some of the fat off of it. And then I'll bring it back to the stove to do some finishing touches. And then we'll finish the rest of the recipe over at the counter, putting the casserole together. Okay, so I have drained the meat. I am going to pull the bay leaves out of it. It kind of broke up when I was stirring it. Well, I saw another piece, and I'll eventually find it. Probably why I'm putting it in the pan. Okay. Nope, that's not it. That's an onion. Anyway, it'll be all good. Alright, so I have a little bit of pizza sauce in this jar. This is a full jar. This is what I use, Rayo's homemade marinara sauce. And I'm just going to pour just a little bit in this pan right here. Just to give it somewhere, a little bit of pizza sauce. Now, I don't like a lot of pizza sauce on my pizzas. I always just put it lightly in there. So I'm just going to pour just a little bit in here. And then I'm going to pour some in the bottom of the pan. when we get started, mixing it all up. So just to recap, this is hamburger, a couple lengths of sausage, 4 small green onions chopped. I let it simmer with 2 bay leaves. I put garlic, a little cayenne in there for me, oregano, Italian season, and a little extra oregano. So now we're going to go over to the counter and put it together. Okay, so I'm going to spray my baking dish. A little bit of cooking spray. And then I'm going to add just a tiny bit of pizza sauce in the bottom of the dish. Get a spoon. And smooth it out. Like I said, I just don't like a whole lot of pizza sauce in mine. But you do you. If you like a lot of pizza sauce, put a lot of pizza sauce in there. But just be cognizant of the fact, I use Rayo because it's the lowest in carbs. But the more pizza sauce you have, the more carbs you have to add in. Okay. So then I'm going to take my sausage and hamburger mixture with the onions. And I'm going to layer that in there. Watching for that piece of bay leaf. Then I've missed somewhere. It's not that big a deal. It's cooked. There it is though. Okay. So now I'm just going to add the rest of the meat into the pan. Now this will be enough to last me for dinner tonight, lunch tomorrow, and maybe dinner for another night. I don't like a lot of waste, but I can't eat a lot. So now what I'm going to do is put some mushrooms. Now normally I would use fresh mushrooms, but I didn't have any. So this is what it's going to be. This is just a small little can of mushrooms from Aldi's. It's just the small pieces. I love mushrooms, so the more the merrier. Okay? Now I like chilies, so I know I shouldn't be cutting up like this, but I'm going to add some hatch chilies in here. It'd be like putting jalapenos or pepper on your pizza. You know, I'm a big spice person, and people that have watched me for a while they know that. So if this is your first time tuning in, I'm a big spice person. But these aren't extra hot. They're just nice little temperature. Okay. And then I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese on top of that. Just sprinkle a little bit. Oh, there's a runaway mushroom. And then I'm going to add some shredded mozzarella. Now, I hope I shredded enough, because let me tell you, I got to work out shredding that stuff. I don't buy the shredded cheese because the shredded cheese has a lot of different things in it to preserve it. Like cellulose, which is wood fiber. I don't like eating trees. I try to save trees, so. But yeah, I think I'm just going to put all of this in here. The more, the merrier. Now, we're going to bake this at 375 degrees until the cheese has melted and turned slightly brown. Everything else really is done in it, so we just need to brown the cheese. When that is done, I'll come back and show it to you. Okay, guys, so it's out of the oven. It's quite hot. I'll lift up so you can see a little bit closer. Does that not look yummy? It looks like a wonderful pizza topping. So I probably should let it sit for a little while. but you know I'm not. So I'm just going to take a square out of here. It cuts pretty nice. Don't know how to lift up. Oh, wow. Let's get all that goodie out from that piece there that I've left. And all the extra yummy cheese. Ooh, yummy. And it will continue to set up as it gets cooler. This is what it looks like. So let's give it a little taste now. Okay, man, is it hot? You're going to get a little cheese, a little meat, a little onion, a little bit of everything. And blow it. I should have took out a bite, but I wanted you to see what it looked like when it was all together. Mmm. That is yummy. Tastes like pizza. So I hope you will give this a try. Like I said, you can use all the usual suspects for toppings that you want. Anything that you're used to putting on a pizza. Just ground your hamburger meat and any other kind of meat that you want to put in there. Italian sausage, regular sausage, you know, any other kind of meats except for pepperoni. Don't cook that. And brown your meat up, put your spices in, and then load the topping up and then cover it with cheese. It is really simple, really easy, and really delicious. So I hope you'll come back next week for another Keto Living. I'm going to be doing some sweet treats, I think, for my friend Jackie. And, of course, they won't be sweetened with sugar. So I hope you'll come back next week and see what I create. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I have a whole lot going on here more than keto. We have crafts all through the week and our daily devotions as well. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. Don't forget to tap the bell where YouTube may notify you when I upload a video. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. God bless. Bye-bye.